The top 5 capital ships for the Rebel Alliance. This video will only include ships in the Galactic Civil War era, as well as only ships that have the class of capital ship. At number 5, we have the MC80a Alliance. This Tech 3 ship is the Rebels' long-range artillery unit that will oftentimes sit behind the main battle line, bombarding enemy capital ships with their assortment of long-range turbolasers and heavy artillery rockets. The strengths of this unit is its high survivability rate, as well as its devastating rockets combined with the full salvo ability. With that being said, the MC80a Alliance has many weak points. It has weak armor and shield strength, requires Tech 3 research, costs more than almost every other capital ship available to the Rebel Alliance, and takes up 40 tactical population space, which is 1/5 of your total amount on one ship. This ship's ideal target are the other artillery units, such as Victory 1s, who can't keep up with the Alliance's superior firepower. Coming in at number 4 is the MC80 Liberty. The MC80 Liberty is simply what you want out of a capital ship. It will bully smaller ships with its more accurate weapons, it is hard to kill with its high armor and shielding, plus its power to shields ability, and most importantly, can hold its own against enemy capital ships, allowing for the Rebellion's superior fighters to win their fights and then turn the tide against those capital ships. The weak points of this unit are that it is still very expensive, requires Tech 2, takes up 38 tactical population space, and on its own in a 1v1 scenario, it cannot beat a Star Destroyer. Our third place finisher is the MC80 Freedom. The MC80 Freedom is basically the opposite of the Liberty. The Freedom is much more suited to take on enemy capital ships one-on-one. The only reason I put the Freedom above the Liberty was simply because it is cheaper, requires only Tech 1 instead of Tech 2, and most importantly, costs an incredibly low 34 tactical population space for a capital ship. With the shield leech ability, great defenses, close-range turbolasers, and ion stunners, the MC80 Freedom is much better at taking on Star Destroyers and other capital ships. Although they may seem outgunned, the ion stunners will slow the enemy's fire rate, and with the close-range turbolasers having a faster fire rate than regular turbolasers, Freedoms are very strong and just barely better ranked than the Liberties. At number 2 is the MC75 Profundity. This ship alone can carry your fleets against capital ships in the early game. Its heavy armor also allows it to take up that capital ship role of tanking smaller units without much worry. Although inaccurate against smaller units, the MC75 will tear apart early game victories and Star Destroyers and any old ship the Black Sun can throw at it. Its only weakness, being ineffective against smaller units, is covered by the strength of the Rebel Alliance, which is corvettes and fighters. By no means is this ship only good in the early game. Its heavy armor ranks higher than the MC80a Alliance's, and they have matching firepower, and is also much cheaper and way more practical with the 34 tactical population space. Our first place finisher for the top 5 capital ships for the Rebel Alliance has to be the Dauntless Battleship. Although this unit requires Tech 3 and is the most expensive unit on this list, it is worth every credit. Its 18,000 anti-turbolaser shields and 22,000 heavy armor make this ship hard to kill even against capital ships. Dauntless battleships have the brawler role, which is very fitting because as the gameplay in the background shows, this battleship will remove enemy shields with its ion weaponry, then use its close-range turbolasers to destroy the rest. To make this unit even better, I do wish this ship had ion stunners, as well as a more suiting ability. If you're looking for a ship showcase of each of these units, or you want to hop over to my Discord where we talk about what y'all's top 5s would look like, click on the end screen now.